Back here, first things first, and we're talking Steelers. Pittsburgh coming off a dominant 27-3 win over the Bengals Monday night, thanks in large part to their all-pro defensive end Cam Heyward, who had 2.5 of the team's 8 sacks on Andy Dalton. And lucky for us, he joins us live from Pittsburgh. Good morning, Cam. Thanks for getting up and hanging out with us this morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, first of all, congratulations on the win over Cincinnati. You guys picked up your first win in the season. You said after the win, you guys think you're back in the mix in the AFC North. Why do you say that?
As crazy as it sounds, we're only one game out. You know, we just got to keep improving every week. All we got is AFC North games right now, and, you know, that's all we can focus on. And we win this one, we might be tied for the lead in the division.
Obviously, you guys underwent a major change when Big Ben went down. I think a lot of people looked at this team going into the year as Tomlin and Big Ben almost as the co-leaders of the team, with you the leader of the defense. With Big Ben out, how did Mike Tomlin address the team, address the situation, so there wasn't a sense of almost desperation or hopelessness when a quarterback who's always been out there isn't going to be out there the rest of the year?
The greatest thing he did is just told us don't mourn. You know, understand we got football to be played. You know, if Ben's going to be down, Mason's got to step up. But we got to find other ways to play complementary football where the defense gets off the field. The defense gives the ball back to the offense as many times as they need. Just make it as easy as possible on Mason.
Cam, thanks for getting up with us this morning. You know, I've always been a fan of yours since you played with the Buckeyes and then had a great career there with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do appreciate that. Let me know, as far as this team is basically going through a facelift this offseason. And people always put a lot of attention on some of the chaotic things. But I try to tell people behind the scenes, there's great men there that every day put their hard hat on and go to work every day. What has been your role since you kind of changed? No L. Bell, no AB there. How have you changed your role, leadership, leading this year with a lot of new faces that don't understand the Pittsburgh Steelers mentality?
Just trying to be honest and open, trying to address things before things ever get out of control. You know, I understand we got a new team and guys are coming from all over, but, you know, trying to be, you know, accountable with everybody, including myself. You know, and just making sure we all stay on the same path. You know, we don't need anybody straying off. We all just want to be accountable and just keep moving forward.
Cam, how hard has it been for you guys to get Mason Rudolph up and going, and as he sort of steps into Ben Roethlisberger's role? Not easy shoes to fill, however temporary it may be. Have you had conversations with him, you, other team leaders?
Well, you know, I think he was really hard on himself after the San Francisco game. And I told him, you know, you can be hard on yourself, but you're not the reason why we lost. We had plenty of opportunities to win that game. And, you know, going forward, you know, I want him to understand that, you know, this team's got his back. It's not all on his shoulders, and he's going to have to grow through the process. You know, we have receivers, we have running backs, we have an offensive line that, you know, can take that load off his shoulder. But as defense and as special teams go along, we can really make it an atmosphere where, you know, he can lay back and, you know, really adjust to the plan and keep going and learning as the season keeps progressing.
On the day after we found out Big Ben was done for the year, your GM, Kevin Colbert, did something that I thought was shocking, trading a first-round pick for... Can you hear me? Oh, I think he just lost his earpiece. Oh, so we can, there we go.
There you go. He got good hands like his dad.
There you go. No problem, Cam. The day after you guys find out Big Ben's done for the year, your GM goes out and trades for Minkah Fitzpatrick. What message did that send to the team, and how much of an impact has he made since he's been there?
I just thought the message was, you know, this isn't, you know, a rebuilding year. You know, we're going to keep going and trying to get this and win this thing. And then as Minkah got here, you know, I've been thanking Kevin since he got here. This dude flies around the ball. He loves football. And, you know, he's a breath of fresh air to have. You know, he really keeps the top on the defense. And he makes turnovers out of nowhere. And we've been lacking in that department. So to have him on our team has really just boosted us.
Cam, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to drop some of that animosity just a little bit for that team we have up north, because they do have some outstanding football players, and you guys have one of them in the first-round pick. Don't be letting offensive linemen through so the young kid can't flourish. Devin Bush is an outstanding player. How has he impacted this defense after 4 weeks being the leading tackler?
Man, I don't like talking about Michigan guys. We're not going to get used to this.
But we need him, Cam. We need him for you to be successful.
We do. And, you know, he stepped up. You know, I think early on he was trying to adjust, especially to the speed and all the different calls we have. But I thought he did a nice job last game. You know, he plays very instinctual, and, you know, he's able to get after the passer. And then we asked him to cover so many different positions. You know, he's just a good player to have in the back.
So this week you guys brought in a quarterback to mimic some of the things that Lamar Jackson does in practice. Talk about some of the challenges you expect to see from Lamar on Sunday. It's not going to be easy.
Not at all. You know, as much as we want to bring in a guy to emulate what he does, you know, not a lot of people can do that. I look back at when we had Vic, that was about the best look we've ever gotten, preparing for a mobile quarterback back in the day. But Lamar Jackson, you know, he makes a lot of stuff happen when there's not a lot going right. You know, when the offensive line breaks down and he's able to still create and still get the ball out to Brown or Hurst or Andrews, and then they got a good running game with Mark Ingram. They're a good offense, and you got to get up early on them.
More importantly, let's go to our Buckeyes.
More importantly.
Yeah, more importantly, that's how we do it, man. We've been doing this for over 120 years, bro. When you going to get used to it?
I got you. Go ahead.
We're used to being 5-0, but to Ryan Day, his first season taking over there for Urban Meyer, how impressed are you with the Buckeyes in their 5-0 start? And that defensive front look like they have a couple guys going to be playing on Sunday with you.
Man, Chase Young, I'm all on the bandwagon when it comes to him. That dude plays up and down that line. He's having multiple sacks a game. Man, I love the way he plays. But then I was really skeptical about the offense going into the season, especially with a new quarterback in Justin Fields. But I think it's balanced out J.K. Dobbins where, you know, you can't just play one to run the ball. And then our receivers, I think, are best in the country. You know, Brian Hartline does an amazing job coaching them. And they make me look right every week. I'm always picking the Buckeyes. And we got a good test this week.
Cam, if we find out Sunday that you have shoulder soreness, please don't blame us for making you hold your arm up for this entire interview. We really appreciate
You're good.
Flying with the technical
I got the chiropractor coming tonight.
Thank you. Good luck this weekend,
Thanks,
man.
Cam.
Huge game for you guys. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
We have much more First Things First right after this.
Smart Buckeye. Nice job.
She wanted to